So awesome. Thanks for taking the time. We're going to just quickly go over a little bit of my setup. I guess this is kind of like a meta setup for recording videos and doing stuff very quickly. I'm John Manning, GDE, Ruchi.
I'm Ruchi Gupta, Women Tech Makers of New York City.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we are here at North America Connect. We are literally standing where we also ate breakfast earlier this morning, just to kind of show a little bit of how we make videos quickly. First things first, I use a Mac. On the Mac, I have this specifically, I use BlackHole or this multi-record, which up at the very top, when I'm clicking up here, this will allow me to have a combined audio device. So if I'm actually playing music at the same time.
So wait, before you start this, can I interrupt? I just want to know what your setup is right here. Can you describe the hardware setup?
For sure.
Yeah.
So the first thing I use is OBS, which is an Open Broadcaster Studio. The physical setup that I have with me, let's see if that's right there. You can see this is a I got the AT2020, so this is an Audio-Technica microphone with a boom mic normally, but right now we literally have it just on a tripod, which it also comes with. And then I have a speed editing keyboard and a solid-state hard drive. Normally, whenever I'm at home, I'll use a pop filter, but we're traveling, so whatever we got is what we'll use. Typically, before I do any setup, what I'll do is I'll start recording and I'll play some music very fast just to see if that will actually work. But essentially what we'll have is I will set up a scene. If I want a camera at the bottom right, I'll just click add, and you can do a display capture, which is the actual screen that you have, or you can have a video capture device, and that's what I have for this one. I know it's a whole bunch of things together, so I don't like doing that. My quick setup is I'll just do quick start recording, and then I'll hit play some music, stop recording, and make sure that that actually works. And I'll do a quick sound check for that. And then whenever I'm done recording, what I'll use is essentially DaVinci Resolve with a keyboard editor. So everything gets saved here under my movies. I'll then move this over into Scratchpad. My routine setup is I have a large, like an external hard drive, where I can put my extra clips, as well as, it's going to take a lot of space. So if you don't have enough space on your hard drive, make sure you at least have that. And I'll keep a space for the captures that I have, or if I have like stock photos or something like this. The last thing that I'll do in DaVinci Resolve is there's this editor right here, and I'll use...
So that's what I need is DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
That, and also I have OBS and I have StreamYard.
Yeah. So whatever you use to stream.
Yeah.
Great. Whatever you use to edit, like once you've got your video, then you move from there.
I mean, I've just been using iMovies.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
I use iMovies or I use Adobe.
So, and whatever works for you, whatever's fastest, I think is helpful. The reason why I really like this, specifically this keyboard, is because I can jog and I can scroll. Jog is like moving frame by frame. Scroll is I can move very fast throughout the entire thing. If I need to cut a clip, I can just click the buttons that says split. I can trim stuff in and trim it out. While I'm in the audio, I can adjust the audio up and down while I'm playing this as well. And that way I'll be able to see if something actually needs to...
You can see the changes, the variations, right?
Yeah. And then the last bit is I can dissolve, or I can set up like actual, like, if I wanted to do like a clock wipe or something along those lines, or blur, if it's like usually I don't do more than blur or regular dissolve or cut, just as I'm going from one section to the other, but it's literally one button as you're kind of going from there. So literally all I'll do is I'll press play. I'll listen to everything. I'll adjust the audio levels as I'm going.
Pretty simple with the interactive device, but like, do they have DaVinci like for digital? Like, do they have a digital, keypad?
Yeah, there's digital keyboards.
Oh, okay.
And the thing that I think is really important when you're thinking about like, what is the process?
Yeah.
If I'm using a mouse, that's fine. But going from one frame to the next and adjusting your audio levels up and down is very intuitive if you're actually just doing this. If I want to swap from one frame to the next, it's very intuitive. Or if I want to quickly skim over to some aspect in here, that's very intuitive. And so literally the majority of all I'm doing, so for this, for University of Maryland, I did a 1-hour recording. I listened to it over 2 hours, and I was adjusting the audio levels. And every now and then when I thought, and like I rarely had to clip it, but when I thought there was something interesting, I would just hit M twice and actually say whatever I wanted that to be as a chapter title. And then I skip over and I literally would just copy whatever this thing is. And then when I'm in this space, I would paste it. And the cool thing about DaVinci is it remembers what I pasted previously while I'm editing it there. So actually I can copy a thing in the timeline and also copy text.
It is definitely very intuitive.
Yeah.
I mean, having the physical device is definitely very intuitive. It's a lot faster than what I've been doing
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
videos. Yeah.
So
yeah.
1 hour of recording took me 2 hours to edit, literally just adjusting the audio level as I was listening through it once and making whatever clips I needed to. And then at the very end, I set up my markers. And if you want, I can show you how I did that as like chapter designations. But literally, this is way faster than when it used to take me like 10 hours on a 1 hour lecture.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
So-
It takes a long time to actually edit.
Yeah,
Video editing is like a really tedious task.
it's super time intensive.
Yeah, very time intensive.
So thanks for sitting with this recording. I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to let you play around with it. Awesome.